Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Tom Vessel.
I'm Zeke Garcia.
And I'm MIlla.
Welcome to Crowdsurfing, where we take a look at various projects on Gamefound and Kickstarter and tell you what we think of them.
If it's good, if it's bad, if it's pretty,
Oh, I like
or
those.
if it's pretty ugly.
Are we judging games by how they look?
100%.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so will your audience. Make your games prettier.
Speaking of how cool games look, we got we're sponsored by Gamefound, and each week we take a look at one project running on Gamefound. Here's today's project. Today we're taking a look at Blood Rage Valhalla, which is essentially Blood Rage 2, a standalone sequel to the very popular game from 2015, Blood Rage, from Eric Lang. And there's now a sequel. You've got the Valhalla, and now what are you going to do? Well, the answer is fight! So there's all sorts of things here in this project. You're not going to want to just get the new game, of course. I mean, everyone who loves Blood Rage is want to get the new Valhalla version of it. The game board is still, they're redoing the artwork on that, but there's god tokens, first player tokens. But another thing to point out about this project is that you can get all the old stuff too. You want to get Blood Rage, you want to get here's the original series. You can get Blood Rage Valhalla and the new expansion, Road to Helheim, and the Divine Devastation upgrade pack and all this. But here's the original Blood Rage, and then an expansion for that, End Times, and Spoils upgrade, and then Rising Sun, and Celestial Influence, and Shogunate, and Ankh, and Eternal expansion pack and Foundations for Ankh. So there's all sorts of bundles. If you missed out on this trilogy, or even this little tie-in game, Tiny Epic Vikings, you can get all of this stuff in this, but you're probably here just to see the new stuff, to get Blood Rage 2 or Blood Rage Valhalla. So definitely check this project out. A new game from Eric Lang on Gamefound right now. Look at these monsters! Don't mess with them, that's for sure. Alrighty, we're going to jump right into it, folks. This is a week of 2 weeks worth of games. And you know what? We're still not getting to some of the big projects like Blood Rage and Arc Nova.
Yep.
That's coming next time.
Yep.
But there's still a lot. There's actually some fairly big projects today.
There are.
But we're going to start off with a smallish one, not too small though. A game that will do well. Flop.
Yeah, right. Predicting its own future.
Whoopsie. This is from Thundergriff, who's put out, games in cans before. Tom, we reviewed a fridge full of them. Remember that?
Yeah, so the last one, was it 5 or 6
It
games?
was 4.
See, none of the above.
They're here. They're in this. That's why I
There was
know.
only 4?
I think so. They sell them till you here again. That's why I remember.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Right
They're
there.
great.
Those.
Yeah.
We played them, and there was one that we
that was
thought
neat.
was okay.
Yeah, I think it
Also,
was
did
4.
Put a lot of effort into this project here. That's pretty short.
What are you talking about? Those cans are
What?
spinning.
Come on.
I have a lot of problems with. First of all, the cans is a really dumb idea.
It's so
They
hard
don't
to
store well on your shelf.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It also has nothing to do with what you're doing in the game. I don't care if your game comes in a can if it's about soda pop. Or like that Arizona 99-cent game. If that came in a can, which it might, I don't know. Yes, fine,
Yeah.
I get it. There's a reason. But these games, this one and the previous ones actually, have nothing to do with cans.
I do wonder, though, how much it would do in like a mass market setting, like sitting on a Target shelf. Because people will pick up, if it looks like a piece of popcorn, they'll pick it up, or they'll pick up, the
That game
different
better
ones.
be about popcorn or the movies or something, though.
I agree.
I don't know,
think
but
people
I
would be
think-
like, "What is this?"
Right, but I think it's an attention grabber marketing thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So-
agree, but it's attention for Kickstarter. Also, this is actually one of the lowest I've ever seen a Thundergriff project do. They
One
usually
might
do
say
pretty
it's flopping.
Oh.
This game sounds scoofy.
Yeah.
You're trying to not be able to play. I guess is the idea. You're trying to flop, and if you
Right.
get to that point, then you win for underachieving.
That's not a bad idea.
Again,
It's a cute thing. I'd have to see it in person, see if the game's any good. But I'm sorry, the coming in a can thing is a strike against it. The sort of following that trend of hate your friends,
Yeah.
underachieve, be a bum. That's kind of lame and getting old. So I don't know.
From a gamer perspective, I 100% agree with you. I'm like hard out of this for all those reasons. But I think that is the gimmick that mass market would want to see on the shelf, and it would make them go, huh, interesting. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, let me try it. And they'd pick it up for $9.99 or $12.99, whatever. So
Yeah.
Thank you, Edward, for the super chat. Super nice. Super chat. All right.
Gen Con.
Capybara Crush. I just saw a couple friends of mine on Facebook went to a place where they fed capybaras.
Yes.
And you said they were like a blanket, and these capybaras, which are not small creatures,
They're not.
coming up and feeding them, and I thought, I want to do that.
I've done it.
Did you get to?
And is it fun?
It's a lot of fun.
Do you get to like take one?
No, you get to take pictures. You get to love them and tell them how cute they are and scruff their little beards and little faces. It's super cute. They're like kind of wiry though. I wasn't expecting. I thought they'd be softer than they are. But no, I mean, the experience I did, it was like a whole hour you have with them. And I swear he ate 14 pounds of lettuce in that hour. It was, and my son kept trying to put it on its head.
Was that here or was that back in Homestead?
That was in Homestead.
Oh,
yeah.
They are.
All right.
They are
Anyway,
sweet babies.
Look at the. So this is all about the cuteness of the game. Obviously, they push it a lot, but you're trying to make matching of the same types of stuff, I think, next to each other or different types of stuff.
You want them in a row, and so that's either one row up or one row down, but you want to be able to make a consistent line with no more than one row exchange. So it can't go from the top to the very bottom. There has to be one between in the middle.
It looks like one of those slot machines at a casino, and I'm never quite sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this video, where they like jump on each other and then like boop 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 boop. That's if it did that.
Yeah, I did.
But then
yeah,
like
give me
the
an
goat
app.
right here vanishes because it was at the top. From the bottom to the top, it won't jump.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, as an app game, and that's the scoring. The way it would like trickle over and score. Oh,
yeah, they already have the animation.
Does anyone want the capybara plushie bag?
The plushie bag.
Emery wants it, he said.
Yeah, Emery will take it.
Okay. Well,
this is one of those like kind of everything scores,
game.
Kind of games too. It's like you're scoring on the backgrounds, you're scoring on the little connections you can make, things like that.
It's $42 with the plushie, but what if I don't want the plushie? Just the game. $25. That's not bad.
What if I just
deluxe.
want the plushie?
What about the regular?
I don't think there is one. I think this is for the. I think deluxe means it's printed.
Oh, I love that floppy
I love how it
disk.
goes on. They're showing the image on a floppy disk.
That's hilarious.
How many people are looking at that and going, "What is this?"
Right.
I mean, save.
The save
The
icon.
save.
Yeah.
All right. Vines and Flowers Blooming Harmony. Now, I saw this game at Gen Con, and I'm very interested in it. The person who owns who owns his company, Wales Entertainment, is the first winner of the World Series of Board Gaming that we're going to. He did that game that shows a tiger on it that's called Bite Me.
Yes.
But this one looks amazing. I'm a big fan of 3D building tile games because it's kind of a neat visual effect. As long as you have a good way to, move around the table.
I think it had a little bit of like rotating. I don't know. It looked a little like a normal tile laying game, but then with the gimmick of 3D, which I'm not huge on that gimmick. It sounds annoying to me more than like, woohoo. Like, I have to look around and be like, oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that visibility as well, because even in the video, you see them.
Yeah.
And so I just wonder how old that will get. But I think visually it's really cool. I'd try it for sure.
Talking about a gimmick that'll grab people, though, like you said with the game that comes in a can, if you walk by somebody playing a tile laying game that's in 3 dimensions, you'll be like, what is happening?
Yeah, I feel like this is opposite of that can game where that's going to do well on the shelf. This is going to do well at a con where you walk by, you're like, oh, that's so cool. Give me a 2-minute pitch. Cool. I'm just going to grab it and go.
This is one where I no longer own. I used to own a Lazy Susan for some games. This would be one that 100%. I would use it for.
Yeah.
But if it's not too big and you can pick it up and maneuver it. But
why did you get rid of a Lazy
Susan? Why?
What's
that didn't make the
you?
move of everything that made the move.
Yeah,
didn't make the first move.
Why?
And you haven't repurchased again?
Because the thing weighs so much. And we also didn't use it that much.
What about that thing we had with the little hexes? You didn't even... What do you have against Lazy Susans? Is it Susan?
Get a job,
or
Susan!
Is it... Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, anyway. Because my sister's name was Susan.
Was?
No,
Ooh,
it's not
okay,
true.
let's move on.
Prestige. Build beautiful palaces in his expert level Euro game.
Now this was intriguing to me because the thing I thought of immediately was, I wonder if Camilla would like this because it looks like Obsession.
It does look so much like Obsession.
This looks exactly like Obsession.
That's the only thing I was
gameplay,
like, yeah, it kind of seems like Obsession.
Gameplay is completely different, but like the theme, the presentation of this project, this seems like Obsession right alongside
what else
it.
has Skellig Games done here? Click a Tree from Rosenberg. We've not played this one yet.
Do we have it?
This one came out. I remember this.
I remember that coming out.
They made Winer. That's the 4-hour, 4-player only game.
Okay.
Yeah, this one has a lot going on. I mean, I do appreciate that they lead. They're like, it's a heavier Euro. And the more you look at it, you're like, yep. Yes, it is. But I really like the aspect of building this estate here, and you're building the different layers of it. You have to actually have the grounds, and then you have to separate the rooms, then you have to decorate the rooms. And so that's kind of the end game trigger is like when your estate is done and you're managing all the different parts, and so it's like a building estate management game, you know. So it seems like it has a lot going on, but I'm intrigued by this one.
I think it looks good. This upgrade pack shows these dual layer player boards. I kind of wouldn't want it without them.
I agree.
If you're going to be putting stuff on a board like that, I want it to be dual layered at this point.
Well, and you're also stacking it. I mean, you have like the base level and then the room on top of that and then the little wood things that go on top of those pieces. It'll be a couple pieces of cardboard thick.
Oh, he came up with this idea. It says during a visit to Sansuchi Palace. I'm assuming that's the game that Sansuchi is based on also. I like that's the one with all those fountains and everything. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like this concept. I hope this one does well.
Oh, I really like that right there, that turn order concept. If you go back up for just a second, right there, where you have this line, and so you have all your workers that you're going to go out and place out, and so you go through a series of rounds where you place them, and then at the end, you take and you push them all together, and that is the turn order. So you get your 5 actions, but they're in this like variable order based on where you're kind of almost like bidding for these different action spots.
Anything that does clever stuff with actions v turn order is I'm a big fan of.
I thought that was really cool. So
yeah, that sounds neat.
Mycelia, which I just realized I was looking at this game. I was at a store and I was at Books A Million here in town, and they had a mushroom section there for some reason. And Mycelia was there, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't like that mushroom game. And then I picked it up and I thought, we've never played this one.
I think this is the one we didn't play because there was like 4 of them that came out at the same time, and this is the one.
I don't think this one ever crossed our shelves.
Maybe
it looks cool. It doesn't look bad at all.
Speaking
I've
of
seen
that,
the cover for sure, and to me, it actually looks like that one game you like that you taught me with the triangles, which you're a wretched and you're dumped on some planet, and which is you.
Vindication.
Vindication. It looks like Vindication, but even more abstract, than that.
Well, I should have bought it then at Books A Million.
You should have. I don't know was it on sale at Books A Million?
No, it was in the mushroom section. That's hot commodities right now. I don't know. I didn't look.
I do think this is a really interesting.
I bet a fun guy works there.
Really interesting as well that the designer is also the illustrator in this. What's wrong?
I'm trying not to.
Not to what?
You don't need to try. You don't need to try. Just let it out. We embrace our emotions here.
Not when I hurt other people.
He's fine. He bounces back. But no, the designer is also the illustrator in this, and I think that's interesting. And by that, I mean it's either really, really cool if he has both skills, but a red flag if he doesn't.
It's gotta be good, man. I've had such bad luck with mushroom games.
Yeah. It does look really abstract.
I didn't like Elizabeth Hargrave's one that much. Yeah. I didn't like the deck building one. I didn't like the one made by...
What was the deck building mushroom game?
You were trying to basically get rid of these dewdrops all on the board. I forget the name of it. They all have this very similar name. That's why when I saw this, I was like, I've already played it, and I have not. So
I will say this is one of the coolest videos this week. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh, yes.
It's like him walking through a forest.
Is there a dog?
The new player color, though. Guess what it is?
Purple?
Yeah.
Because the whole box is purple.
Also because he's in a purple jacket. He's like purple.
He's walking through a forest, talking, and eventually when he's done talking, he arrives at a table and sits down and starts to show you. Yeah. And I'm like, slick.
But you notice up till then, there's like starts to be little hints in the background. Like first the little picture comes up, and then it's the lamp, and then he sits down. It looks like he's in a whole living room, but he's still outside. So it slowly develops. Slick. It is a really slick video. Yeah.
It does look like he's giving a benediction there at the table. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, this is making me want to check out the original game again, so I'm hoping it's good. And the expansion. Also, Ducks in a Row. Now, there's another game that sounds like I've heard this game a million times.
I'll tell you what I'm not expecting when I see that artwork on a game called Ducks in a Row is a deduction game. This is a deduction game.
I like deduction games.
Also, we just had Abduction come out, and then
is that about deduction with ducks?
It is, yeah.
You're making productions?
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
But they spell it D-U-C-K, abduction, and so they did in that one and this one.
But it's about being abducted, or you're deducing something?
I don't remember. I never played it. Didn't look good.
I want to get a game called Reproduction. That'd be a very weird game. You sure?
I'm good. I think. No, let's talk about Ducks in a Row instead. You're trying to get your duckies to line up to a secret pattern that someone built behind their screen. Mm-hmm. And I guess you play action cards to do that?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of old school.
You play action cards to get information, like tell me one thing about this. And everyone gets that. It kind of sounds like Clue, where it's like everybody gets it, or something specific. It's like you only have this information and you're trying to figure it out.
Right. Party game Clue meets Code 777 a little bit, but obviously with cute duckies.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bit of a winner, yeah.
Yeah, I hope it does well. The only thing I don't love is I don't love the cover.
I agree.
Yeah, it looks.
He has all that great artwork.
That's it. Especially when you have good artwork. You don't need to resort to that cover looking like that.
I also feel like that doesn't represent the game. You don't have any idea what you're getting into.
Right. And when one duck
right.
with like a light on his face, sweating it out, trying to figure out a puzzle. Like,
yeah, there's like all the ducks are walking away, over here, and he's like sweating it out, be like, oh, where do I go? Where do I go? That's what I want.
Like
I want some anxiety on that box.
Yeah. One duck freaking out.
All right. Warleague, dungeon crawler, and war game. I'm sorry, wait. Warleague is a dungeon crawler times war game times comic.
Not
I
plus.
believe I saw a
minus a tabletop RPG.
Yes.
Solve for Warleague.
I believe I saw an ad for this on Facebook where the guy was in like a trash can that was on fire. That was clearly.
What?
Tell me it was real. Clearly it was real. Damn.
And he was throwing it like. If you throw in Gloomhaven and you throw in this and you throw in this, it's Warleague. And I was like, nope. That's I don't want those 5 things mixed or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a monstrosity. Kill me.
I feel like we should be able to extrapolate those things from it. It's like, it's kind of like this, but not. It's kind of like this, but not. Like, but we should extrapolate that. Don't tell me that. Don't lead with that because that's scary.
I agree. Don't ever pitch it as like this amazing game meets this other amazing game.
Right.
I'm kind of interested in it a bit, but it does look like it's more miniature than anything else, and the amount of text on the cards and in the book and everything seem to be enormous.
This is one of those.
And also, they want you to look at the miniatures for a really long time.
Yeah.
I will say when it finally got to actually the table version where you're seeing it on the table, I was like, oh, that's a lot smaller, not scope, that's smaller footprint than I expected. I definitely expected this to be like, all right, clear out the kitchen. We need to set this game up,
Especially if you watch the videos, hilarious because it's like, it's like a clip of like guys walking to like heavy metal and then like, pew, 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 and then a different heavy metal song kicks on and they're doing something else. And I'm like, this feels like channel flipping,
right?
But like or like YouTube videos, one playing after another, and you've been lately watching a lot of heavy metal,
right? Yeah.
So this is what YouTube is kind of throwing at you.
I can see
it made little to no sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's so much information on those cards, though.
Those were rough. Those are nasty. Yeah.
All right. Next, we have The Other Side of the Hill reprint.
Ooh. Reprint. Have you played this, or do you know of it?
Nope.
Okay.
It's funded in 15 hours. Is it a requirement to tell us how long it took you to fund? Because I wouldn't necessarily brag about 15 hours. If you fund in like 3 minutes, it's like, funded in 3 minutes. 15 hours is kind of a while. That's okay, right?
Right.
Like, I don't know. That seems weird to me.
For them, unfortunately, I guess they're excited about it. You're like, well, yay, we weren't expecting you to fund it all. And it only took 15 hours.
But
maybe that's it.
I guess it was just like, I wish it was an hour or two shorter, because then it could have been like funded in less time than it takes to play the game.
I agree,
with what is it, like a 10, 12-hour gameplay?
Yeah.
The time is like, ooh.
But if you're looking for this kind of game, this one they threw in the kitchen sink.
That is exactly it. There's one comment down here below all this. These names, by the way, are these real people? I want to know all of them. Go back up. Like,
the reviewers.
So that's Volko, the Stuka Joe.
Stuka
I need
Joe.
to hang out with Stuka Joe. Okay? There's another one that has a fantastic... Oh, and Julius Fairfax. Dude, if I was going to write a book, Julius Fairfax would not just be in it. He'd be the linchpin of the whole thing.
That's
you know what I mean?
absolutely a romance novel name.
Julius Fairfax is the return of the king.
Yeah, it very much is. That goes some naughty places.
It's very good.
I spelled my name wrong again.
No, that's not you. Anyway, this is a big old game.
King of the Hill, or the other side of the hill. All right, well, before we go to any more projects, let's see a spotlight from Mr. Mark.
Streed.
This Dice Tower Spotlight is brought to you by MI Human Game, a quirky, fast-paced card game where the real question isn't about the future of AI, it's whether you can outwit quirky AI characters like Blork. In the not-too-distant future, the machines aren't just here to wipe us out, they're also here to clog your hand with AIs like Ashley, Froop, and Sklam. Cute names, sure, but they're standing between you and victory. On your turn, you'll draw up and dive in. Trade with the open beta, raid the dump, or play AIs into rows. Hit the 4th card in a set and you'll trigger a bonus. Land the 7th and you'll score superhuman, worth double points and banked instantly. Just don't let someone else beat you to it. Action cards keep things wild. Steal, block, prompt, or even replay a move to flip the game in your favor. But the real trick? Clearing your hand, because the moment you're holding only humans, you get to bank them, and that's the only way to win. So, are you clever enough, sneaky enough, human enough to pull it off? Or will Blork get the last laugh? This is MI Human Game. For more information, please check out the campaign over on Kickstarter.
Kitten, I'm so sorry.
I allowed the last second to throw a twist in there. Also, cat edition. Whoop.
All righty. Jackpot, set the reel. Now, this is the kind of game that I'm always hoping is fun. I like the idea of slot machines. In theory, I know that they're money grabbers.
Right.
You know, you're going to lose money on them, maybe make a little bit of money, but they're there for the casino to steal money from you. But they're so fun looking.
Yes.
They're super fun looking, and board games that have made about them are mostly not great, although Friedman Freese made a fun little one of his fast-forward games.
Yeah,
with
that's
a slot
right.
machine-based one. This one looks better than most. I just played one recently where it was really ridiculously just guessing. And Dranda makes some decent games.
They
Dranda
really do.
does.
I like
That
their
is-
stuff a lot.
Yeah, that's a really
Also, I really
big
want
draw.
this. I want this keychain very much.
I see that, yep.
Yeah, that's cool. The game looks really simple. Play 3 cards, and then like if they're all through the same, yay, you get whatever. But then if 2 of them match, you get a bonus token you can cash in later for something. It seems like a really straightforward game. With that theme being utilized pretty well, I think.
Right, and I do think that what caught me off guard was the strategy that is in this, that it's, with a gambling game like this or a slot machine game, that you're including any strategy at all.
Yeah.
But at the end of the round, when you're down to that card, you're passing that card to your neighbor, which means you can't be like, all right, cool, I have this many, let me hold out and see if I can get another coin, to make that match. You're passing that on, so you want to pass a crappy thing. You know what I mean? Like you have to be aware of what you're not playing. It's not like set collection in your hand.
That's right.
And so that was interesting.
Doing as well as I thought it might, but I think that 500 backers is great. But I think this theme is not particularly attractive to a lot of people because you look at this and think, if you saw that cover, I'd think mass market garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just that, but mass
Yes.
market gambling game.
Right.
Yeah.
It screams bad. I mean, I'm sorry. This game might be really good. That cover, in some part of me, informs me this is a bad game. Don't pick this up.
And I don't know if that is. It kind of looks like it might be a roll and write or something.
Yeah.
It kind of has that look.
Yeah, you're right. The stuff's flying at the camera.
But it also looks like it's going to demo really well. So I just wonder, is this the best platform for a game like this? Or is this walking around, one of those high top tables at a con where you can play one round, you're like, oh, I get it. Oh, this isn't the trash I thought it was.
I just wonder if the cover would not be better served, but not by doing that roll and ride
Right.
but like maybe classy. Maybe go like classy with it as opposed to like screaming sound and lights is what I imagine when I see this.
I still want to get it. I really want to
Yes.
play this.
Yeah.
I was at the flea market a couple months ago and saw a used slot machine, and I really thought
I
about
thought you were
it
saying
for a
copy
while.
this.
Like an actual slot machine?
Yeah,
At
the
a
guy-
flea market?
Yeah, at the flea market.
Why didn't you? What was your con?
It was a little higher than I was willing to pay.
But it's like a
Cost.
legit,
Oh,
like
okay,
with the
not like
arm and
tall.
everything?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The guy turned it on, let me play it for a while, and I was like, see, kids, that's why you don't gamble. How much is
Oh,
It's interesting. It's interesting.
that'd be fun. Hold on.
this? It
We
would
need
be
to talk
fun just
about-
to have one just to mess with, right?
Could you like customize the little
can
things
you
in there and like
program
can you
it?
like make them like dice characters or something? I'm thinking Dice Tower East now. Hold on.
No.
I have ideas.
No way.
I have ideas.
Beth, you know that there's gambling machines, slot machines in this gas station right around the corner?
The sketchy one that no one goes to?
Okay, well, let's say you need gas and you're down to 3 miles. so you have to stop there.
But
Okay?
you also have no money, so you need to make money quick.
I went in
You
there
go
and there's people
inside.
playing slot machines, and I was like, wait, what?
I need gas money,
but,
man.
but did you?
And some guy won one. He was there. Oh, did I know?
Oh.
How much did you win?
The place, like you said, the
Yeah.
guy in front of me had no shirt and almost
yeah.
no shorts, and I was like, I got to get out of here.
Right. You're like, nope, I just need the gas. Goodbye.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. This is one of the bigger projects of the week. Hanami. This is a very big game. It's Samurai from Reiner Knizia, but it's redone. It's called Hanami now, and it is pretty. This is a really
is.
nice game from Keymaster. Of course, their games always look great.
They do. They do.
In this game, it's kind of a hard game to explain. You're laying tiles down next to different spots on the board, and then once it's completely surrounded, whoever has the most numbers surrounding it wins that tile or wins that whatever piece it is. But you're trying to win. I always forget how it works exactly. You're trying to win evenly.
yeah, it's what is the thing? One like kind of eats the other or whatever. I
Like
don't
if you
remember.
have, if you win the most of 2, you win. But if you only win the most of 1 and someone else, there's like a weird Reiner Knizia scoring
Okay.
style thing.
Yeah.
I think my concern, not having played the original or anything, but even through the video, their language, the way they're talking about the game, the way they're describing it, immediately I'm like, oh, I feel like this would have fit a samurai theme better. Like they're even
Yeah.
describing it in a way that I'm like, this is going to be some like feudal Japan game, and it's not. It's flower viewing. You
I
know,
agree.
it seemed a weird connection.
It's definitely very pretty, but I agree that the going from a war theme, you know, controlling area of fighting over land masses in Japan, to scoping out a picnic spot to watch the flowers. There's a violence inherent to the mechanisms that is not represented in this new theme, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I also, it feels weird that the map still kind of looks like Japan. I'm like, am I scoping out a spot to sit over the entirety of Japan? That seems weird to me.
Yeah, that's definitely Japan. There.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
was
if this
weird.
theme couldn't have used a little more teeth, maybe.
It's pretty though, and I like that. And this game, it is abstract as all get out.
Sure,
the card
sure.
game version of this, Allplay just remade it last year with the butterflies. Do you remember
That's
that?
right, yeah.
What is it?
Is it behind us
It's
somewhere?
right here. Pollen.
Bites, pollen.
Yeah, this is the.
Oh, can I see that? I think, did I play that? Let me see.
That one is the card game or tile game, whatever version of the same game.
I don't think I played that. Okay.
Yeah. So again, the theme is obviously very replaceable.
Sure.
It just, like you said, it's kind of weird that they kept the samurai map. This, I think, couldn't you have just drawn a whole new map? The map needs to be skinny because the whole point of it is, some spots are really cool. If I put it's next to 2,
Yeah.
and that's a
okay.
great spot to be. You know.
Yes, right.
But you could have made it like a park. I mean, put artwork around it to make it look like a park, and it's like these are the seating places with all these trees around it in order for you to try to view. You know, like you could
Yeah.
have incorporated the art to make it look not like Japan, and
That
you could
being
have talked
said,
about
I-
it not like.
yeah, I
a war
wonder.
game,
I'd have to.
you
I'd
know?
have to play it
Yeah.
and see how it feels.
A lot of people love the
It's
game. It's
gorgeous.
It's a
It
classic.
absolutely is.
I'm looking for. Keymaster
And-
also does a great job.
They do
And that's what I'm
fantastic. I
saying.
mean, they will not mess this up.
I was gonna say yes. For any publisher to grab this Keymaster, it's like absolutely worth a shot. You know,
Yes.
they do great with this.
Also from Keymasters, Care Bear. No, it's not from Keymasters.
Oh.
This is from Renegade, I believe. Is it Renegade? No, Zoop. Sorry, I don't know.
Close.
That really
There
looked
it
like a
is.
Renegade cover.
Well, especially when it's Care Bears, the deck building game. You're like Renegade because they've been doing those
yeah.
for Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, everything.
Now, I haven't seen Care Bears in many years. I don't remember them looking like this. Their heads are shaped slightly differently, I think. But maybe I'm wrong.
They look a little different.
Maybe just the artist for this game. Anyway,
I think that's what it is.
all I know is that from what I remember when I was forced to watch these with my sister as a kid, the Care Bears would go around and help, and a kid would be sad because bullies were beating him up, and things got worse and worse. But eventually, the Care Bears all line up and shoot stuff out of their bellies and kill the monster.
The bully.
Sounds like a horror movie.
Well, it's like an
this?
evil spirit that's inhabiting and causing havoc, and then everyone cares, and then they all hug.
I don't remember any of this supernatural stuff. What are you talking
that's what
about?
Care Bears was about.
No, they would just care. They would care for each other, and then they hold
shot
hands.
rainbows
With magic
out of
Yeah,
rainbows
well, one of
out
them has
their
a
belly?
rainbow, and he shoots a rainbow laser, and one of them has like a star.
And
out comes a star laser.
yeah, that's supernatural. That doesn't happen in real life.
Well, neither do bears caring.
I don't know. They're pretty fluffy.
Anyway, this is from Zoop.
There it is.
It's hard to tell if this game will be good or not. Wait, is that bear doing the
He's dabbing.
dabbing?
It's really weird for it to be a CCG though. You know, where you're gonna have booster packs with rares.
Oh, is that
and
what it is? I thought it was a deck building game. Hold up.
So it's a
is, but
booster. It's a deck building game that's also a collectible card game.
Yes. With boosters and like if you go down, it talks about like this many rares, this many that. I mean, it goes through all the stats of it. It's like it's such a wild.
But your deck bit. Why would I need rares in a common deck of cards?
Maybe it's not a deck building game, and maybe it's a.
Maybe you build a deck, and then that's what maybe that's what they mean.
Deck construction, not
man.
deck building.
This is gonna give Cookie Run a run for its cookie. You can quote me on that
Okay.
if you can make sense of what I said.
Feudal Rise. So, you know, some games really try to draw you in with their name and everything else.
Yes.
This game is like, we want you to know right off the bat what we're all
That
about.
we
This
don't
used to
care.
be about picnics and flower watching. But now,
But the company is Nuka Zombie.
I love it.
What else have they
What?
done? Have we played any of these games?
Are they all print and plays?
They're
They might
all,
all
I
be
think,
print and plays. Okay.
They have
They
a
have
really
great artists,
cool
for
look.
sure.
They
Yes, it's
really
the-
do. So unique.
I really like the look of this, and this one sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
You
I
roll
actually,
3 dice.
I like how
you,
this looks.
You
It looks-
pick one for one thing, and it's kind of like a. It sounds like the Western one.
Fliptown?
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of
And
sounds
it
like
seems-
Flip
It's a lot of drawing.
It is. It does seem like more development and a heavier one than what we typically see in this print and play platform.
Yeah.
You know, so I
Yeah.
think that's interesting.
Okay. Next, Kraken, the pirate and fishing sabotage board game. So, or you can try to, you're a fisherman, and one of the things you do is try to catch a kraken, because that's what all fishermen try to do.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Although
That's
I
the
have
only
seen
reason
a
I fish.
movie, it's from overseas. There's a new Kraken movie coming out.
I
That,
love Krakens.
yeah, the trailer looks really cool. It's like this
it?
submarine
Really?
crew
What's it on?
going, and I want to say it's a Norwegian movie. I might be wrong, but there's like this.
Oh, that's cool. I'm going to have to look that
What
up.
really cool.
Platform.
No, it's a movie.
Where do you watch it? Like in the
Oh,
theaters?
I don't know. I watched a trailer. I don't know.
But what?
If whatever they said was in another language, I don't know. where
How
it's
are you
coming
going
out.
to tease me with a Kraken movie and not
Yes.
come with details prepped on board?
I'm sorry. You just go look it up yourself.
No.
Do the work.
I don't have any time
All
for
right.
that.
Das Kraken.
Anyway, this game, if it wasn't called anything with Kraken, I would never know.
I kind of agree. It looks
Where's the
cutesy.
Kraken?
It
But
looks
I
fluffy and
kind of
cutesy. And
like that. It's such a different. I mean, we have a lot of Krakens and a lot of fishing games that are. I mean, the Deep Regrets. Kind of have that kooky kind of look. This is going to be kooky and in that, but it also looks pleasant. I think that's an interesting view on fishing and Kraken, supernatural, that kind of stuff, without it being gross. And I love the gross games, don't get me wrong, but it's
Oh, no,
unique.
I'm
I think
fine
it
with it. I'm
stands
just
out.
saying when
I
you
agree.
look at the board, I don't know it's Kraken. The box has it, and yeah, there's
Look
the
at that.
Kraken down there.
it kind of reminded me, actually, of Deep Regrets, because there's the
Yeah.
Kraken, and they put it on the cover and everything, but mostly you're fishing.
Right.
Just fish, not
Yeah.
a Kraken. So it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. Are those booster boxes again? Booster packs?
No,
What is going
no,
on with
That's
this is a new
expansion.
thing. A lot of companies make these booster pack expansions. I get it.
All right. Rum and gunpowder.
Oh, you know what?
Done.
I
He's happy.
remember this was several crowd surfings ago where I said I wonder if store owners like The booster packs, remember?
yeah.
So one came up to me and went out of his way at Gen Con to tell me they
what a
do
fella.
not.
Oh.
Well, one person.
He does
That's
not.
100%. No one else has told me otherwise. So
so-
all store owners hate them.
That's right.
Got it.
Until we have
But he said they're
evidence
hard
otherwise.
to put on. You can't put them on the shelf.
I get that.
You know,
Get
they're
that.
just
How
a
about-
pain to put in the
what if
store.
they came in a
Take
can?
counter space. I bet they take counter space. Or if they came in a can, that would be good. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, metal coins though. Hello. No, I think this is cute. I'm a little concerned about like the sabotage element of it because that's like, does it go mass markety? Like how negative is that player interaction
Yeah,
point?
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but yeah, I thought it looked good.
All right, Ascension is 15 years old. Dominion came out in 2008, and Ascension came out very soon right after it. It introduced the river of cards that was not in deck building games. Before that, deck building games were just had a bunch of piles, and you bought from those piles.
Yep.
He's really been pushing this. I think I recorded a clip for him at Gen Con. I don't know if he stuck it in a video somewhere, but a bunch of people talking about it. I like the cover a lot. They're kind of rebooting it, sort of.
I think it's just reprinting like everything that they've come out with. One thing they're doing, which I guess somebody must like, is that you can get the new 15th anniversary collector's edition has every card in foil.
Oh,
Every card in the entire game is in foil.
Then it's not special. Like, I don't know.
I feel like
foil.
if you play that here in Florida, what you bought was actually a
Oh.
cardboard tube.
Yeah,
You know,
That is gonna-
those things are gonna.
100%.
If you've never played Ascension, I do not recommend getting everything to start with.
Agreed.
I've played with everything, and you can even play with everything on the app if you want to. And
Yeah.
even on the app, where I don't have a pile of cards, that's up to here, and that's not an exaggeration.
Right.
On the app, you don't have to worry about that, and it's too much. I'm like, ooh, that card would sync with. Well, I'll never see another card it syncs with. It's just not going to happen.
Correct, correct.
So
okay.
the best way to play it is pick a game, pick one or two of the other ones and mix them together, and you're good. That's enough. Because they each introduce a few small mechanisms different. My favorite was Path of Light and Shadows. I don't know if they
There was
pushed
a
that one
piratey
here.
one I never got to play.
Yeah,
Did you
it has
play
a
that
small
one?
board. It's in the library here. I
Yeah.
kept that one.
I just liked the original, and then a couple of the ones that came soon after that was sort of what I played.
Well, their artwork got better as the
It did,
series
sure,
went
it
by,
did,
like
yeah.
tremendously
But
better.
they've gone back now and made the original one look better than it did when
Sure.
it first came out 15 years ago. I think that's cool. I think if this is great. If you've not played Ascension and you like deck building games, old school deck building, then absolutely check it out. Just like Tom's saying, you don't need every single thing they're offering here.
But you can also get some Ascension Tactics is amazing. I love it. And Shards
You
of
like Shards of Infinity,
is
right?
also amazing. That's like, for me, it's a good counter to Star Realms. They're very similar. I like Shards of Infinity
That's
better.
right, yeah.
All right. Restless Spirits, a mystical game of phantoms and folklore. This one's doing incredibly well.
It is. It looks really cool. It's just
Yes.
it's pretty pricey. Is actually the one thing that because I looked at the price. You know, I'm really interested if I look at the price.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's like $48 for the basic one.
And I'm not really sure where that
That's not
comes
that
from
expensive,
because
is it?
it's
For a
cards
card
and a
game?
board, and it's not even cards like Ascension or something like that. It's not a stack this big, you know. So I'm
Yeah.
not really sure what's driving that price up, but I do really like this idea of it. I mean, again, the main mechanism is gonna be the racing game, right? The
Yeah.
first one to not release, but I guess save X number of spirits, help them pass on, wins. You know, and I think
Yeah.
that's really clever. And causes, or it's potentially going to lead to some neat interactions with the players because you have the light spirits, which are going to just give you boons, or you have the dark spirits that you can save, which are going to give you interactions with other people.
Mess with other people,
You know,
yeah.
and which also kind of
This is
might be able to
really
tailor it
interesting.
to the game group as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Every one of them has a unique power. You can only do it one time. So if you like put it out and then quickly fulfill it and get it gone without using the power, you're losing that ability.
Yeah.
So, you know, it sounds really neat,
Yeah.
and I love the look. I think the
I do
artwork
too.
here is tremendous.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this,
looks
it
good.
feels different, which is good.
Very
And
much
We
so.
often
Yeah.
see a lot of stuff that looks the same.
Yeah.
Risk of Rain, the board game. This one's also doing incredibly well.
Yeah, this is based on a video game, so it's
Have either of
I'm
you
sure
played
getting
it?
that crowd. I have not. I know
I
they made a
haven't even heard of
sequel
it.
also, Risk of Rain 2,
Oh.
Oh.
but no.
All right.
That was a good. Ooh.
No.
Like
Everbloom's
that.
a really pretty game that I tried to play, and it was just so convoluted, the rules.
Yes.
Did you try it too?
I did too, and I tried to play. It wasn't that it was complicated. It's that, like you were saying, it's convoluted. I could not understand how to play the game.
Ooh.
It's not that it was
I
too
gave up.
complicated. I did too.
Ooh.
I played like one round. I was like, I don't know what to
Yes.
do. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know what these words mean you're asking me to do. It was a really terrible rule book, and it was not that complicated of a game.
Review coming to you soon from Brian Drake. I think I sent it to
Oh yeah,
him.
hey, maybe I like it. We'll
Or
see.
Graham. I don't remember who I sent it to.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put it in the library. I was like, this game looks
It is
amazing.
so
and then I played it, and I
good.
was like, wow,
Yeah.
what a bummer.
Yeah.
And I very rarely rage quit. And I didn't really rage quit, but it's just that I can't do this anymore, guys. I cannot
Yeah.
Wow.
get through this rule book.
Yeah, it was like a confusion quit. Like I said,
Yeah.
it was not enough that I felt that I would ever be able to get to a place to review it. I was like, I don't think I'll get comfortable enough with this game to be able to. So anyway, so that's a huge concern on this, especially if there's an IP involved and if they're having to check like mechanisms and stuff with them. Like,
It does look like a whole lot going on here. The video was great, but it looked like a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Brian Drake, simple and elegant.
Yeah, Everbloom is the other game we were talking about. This looks fun. You know, I hope it's good. Really, my only complaint is about the Everbloom game.
Yeah.
Because if I hadn't known about that, these are very simple miniatures. Have you noticed that? Like
They are very, very
basic.
simple. But I think it's because the original game looks nothing like this. I think it's pixels.
Oh.
I think they're just like making this stuff up, making kind of, making up what this
interesting.
looks like from like cutscenes, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The game looks nothing like this, is my point.
Interesting. Okay. I do like the idea of those short little runs. So like, first pass didn't quite go. Let's go again and try this.
Do you?
Yeah. So I mean, I like the idea of it. I don't know. I've not played one I like, but I like the video made it look cool. Let me say it that way.
Yeah, it did. Very cool.
Let me
Very,
say it
very
that
cool.
way.
Yeah, I like the idea of roguelikes or roguelites, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I like roguelites, not like, I want some stuff to carry over.
That's the one you keep. Okay.
Yeah, but I like the idea more than I like the execution, and that's when
Mm.
it comes to video games. When it comes to board games, you got to be real forgiving with the runs.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to reset stuff manually after like two rounds that I failed.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm resetting the game.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something like you have to and put in X number of cards this far down the deck. It needs to be
Yeah.
like, let's do it again. All right, turn three tokens over and reshuffle the deck. Done.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
Dead
needs to be
Cells has that a
easy.
bit, but it's not too bad. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, Assassin's Creed's Animus, the board game. Man, it's a lot of video games are going to board games these days. Assassin's Creed, very, very popular. This is one of those games that...
This cracked me up because there's a quote in here from Ubisoft
Oh.
for them.
Oh,
Like, if you
really?
go down a little bit, right there. I've really enjoyed working with Mantic on this project. Da 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 da. So and so Ubisoft. I'm like, what? You have to go and tell the guy, like, please, can we get a quote about how we've been good to work with so we can stick it in the project on Kickstarter? Does that not seem a little faux pas-ish? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
What
I'm
was
not
the
loving
drive? Is it? I wonder if he was hoping for it to be like, "Wow, we've loved our game, and this is a great implementation." But that's not the quote they got back. I wonder if it was. You know what I mean? Like
It
they were
seems
like,
weird.
Like, can you give a quote on the implementation or the crossover between the video game and the board game?
Right.
And they're like,
if I go
"You've
get
been
like
fun to work
BioWare to let me
Yeah.
borrow, like to use one of their IPs, I pay them for that IP, and they're like, Z Garcia has been pleasant to work with. BioWare. I'm like, that is not
He
the
is kind.
compliment you think it is.
they
he's kind
stick
in
in-
his emails."
Did they stick in every Assassin's Creed video game?
Just
Looks like
about.
it. I
Yeah.
will say on a huge positive for them, I love these busts. I would
Yes.
absolutely adore to see miniatures go in this direction. Not universally, of course, but I think that this is so, I don't
There's
know,
something incredibly
grabbing.
elegant
Oh my gosh.
about not having to use the whole mini, but doing
Yes.
a bust is it breaches the perfect space between a miniature and a player piece.
Yes.
I want
right.
legs.
I do not.
No,
What about
I
only
think
legs,
sometimes.
actually? What about that?
You get the bottom
I think that's
half.
what the other
bottom
Project
half.
Fork was talking about. Am I legs?
Am I
Yeah.
you one?
No, I mean, I love the ones too that the good miniatures that have a lot of motion and they're showing like the different poses and that kind of stuff. But there's something I think elegant is the right word
I
for it.
love
It
it.
is so cool, and I don't want it
Very,
universally.
Very few
but
games do it, but yes.
it is absolutely striking in this, especially where you're seeing the different
It is
outfits and the
Mantic.
different times. Oh, I love it.
And we don't always love their games. I haven't played Worms yet, so I'm looking forward to trying that one out.
I know
Although we
that
did play Snails
the
recently.
Hellboy game, I believe I tried. I thought it was okay.
Oh, we did play Snails, you're right.
It was okay. It was okay. It's they're I don't know. But this sounds cool. It also sounds like a hodgepodge of stuff. They're like, can we have the intellectual property of Assassin's Creed? Which one? Yes.
Yeah.
We'll put them all in. I don't know about making a game about all of them together. I understand that it's like you're jacked into a machine that sends you into the past. That's the most boring part of Assassin's Creed. The part that, as new games come out, they ignore more and more. Nobody cares about that part. Let me go be a samurai. I don't want to be some idiot who like plugs into a machine. So I don't know. That theme seems bleh.
I also wonder, I mean, Assassin's Creed is so open world, right? Or at least some of them are very open world, right? And so I just wonder about the scope of this game. How I want to know, like, how big are we looking?
Sure.
You know, is this going to be kind of like Age of Wonders Planetfall from Arcane Wonders, where they took this massive game, or like super streamlined to this really small little experience? Well, like, there's a huge scale of what it could be, I guess.
Yeah,
And
this
I
looks
want
bigger
to
than
know.
something like that,
course.
but I agree you're gonna lose a lot.
But where is that?
Especially doing all of them.
Yeah.
All right, before we get to our final few projects, we're going to hear a bit from Mr. Mark Street again.
Oh snap!
Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview recap. I'm Mark, and of course, I'm here with Alita. And we just have a game to look at, so let's get to it. So we're taking a look at Moana Nui. Now, you're traveling across the Pacific, you're going to an island, you're laying out the island tiles, you're trying to collect resources, and you know, Alita's pretty sure that she'd collect all the fish, but I'm pretty sure that she would just eat it all. And, you know, the island takes shape throughout the course of the game, and you get points for laying tiles, so you can use those action points through the course of the game to even battle your neighbors. And then there's buildings that can really change up the flow of the game. And they're not necessarily your buildings. As long as you control that area, it's yours, but others can swoop in and take them. And so the game has a lot of things that I love, like building out the island, and it just takes shape through the course, and it's always different. And of course, the resource collection, as well as the action points to move around the island and battle your neighbors, hoping to gain control of an area that they once had and come out on top as perhaps the ultimate legend in the game. So that's just a brief look at Moana Nui, and the campaign isn't quite launched yet. I think it launches in a week, but my video's up and you can go give it a closer look. All right, folks, if this game looks like something of interest to you, please check out the full preview. And if you want your game featured as a Dice Tower preview, please shoot me an email. All right, folks, until next time, we'll see you at the table.
All righty, well, let's take a look at Joey's pick of the week now.
Okay.
Camp Grizzly 2nd Edition. So Camp Grizzly came and went sort of with a very small splash, and then picked up this huge...
Became infamous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people were like, I want Camp Grizzly. How can you get it?
Yeah,
you can pay $9,000 on a secret back
Right,
store on
yeah.
eBay.
Yes.
It was very rare.
Why is that? Do you know what spiked that post-production interest? Not post-production,
Joey
but
Evans?
like...
I don't
No, because it was older than him. Okay, not like physically older. I mean,
It's very old.
Joey is 3 years old. No.
I am assuming there's not a lot of games that are schlocky, bloody,
Yeah.
for adults only like this,
Okay,
and then I'm
okay.
assuming the rarity combined with that.
Is that what it is? Okay, so like, because it seemed like a couple years after, but it's been a couple years now, you
Yeah.
know. So I meant it
Yeah.
was older than him on the Dice Tower.
There's
that
also
been
very
this
few.
resurgent.
There's also very few of these games that are like Final Girl. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
and Final Girl is a solo game. This
Yeah.
is not. And so people love these kind of games. Ares made one a few years ago that was not very good. There's not many of them of the whole hunt someone down.
Slasher, killer,
Yeah.
clearly adult, you know.
So people love that. It's also had
Yeah.
a resurgence lately. People are liking horror movies more.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Trick or Treat, the right company to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
So yeah, they were showing it off at Gen Con. I did not get a chance to look. Is that?
It's
one looks
not.
like-
It's
that looks
legally
like a-
distinct.
half red, half shaggy.
Yeah, it does.
Fraggy. He goes by Fraggy.
No, thank you, please. Terrible name.
What are the mechanisms of this game? Because I definitely feel like this campaign here was very focused on you've wanted it and here it is, and not this is what it is.
I've not played it.
Oh,
I assume it's, again, a lot of card throwing. Ha, the dude caught you. You lost a finger. I don't know. I don't think people are playing this game because it's very clever mechanically.
Yeah.
I think it is, again, that, like, this is insane. It is a slasher movie on the table. I think that's it. I'm assuming that because I also haven't played it. I think the wrong question to ask is, mechanically, how does this work? You know what I mean?
Can you tell me?
Well, it matters to me, though. I don't want to play a game that's schlocky and not fun. I want a game that's fun.
I think it might be fun. I don't think the fun will come from the mechanism.
Right, okay.
I don't know.
No,
Again, I think that's...
I think this is cool, though.
Yeah, I think... I don't know anything about it. It's not a theme I necessarily gravitate towards, but...
Oh, wait, I didn't realize.
Oh.
He got his own splash page.
Look, he got his own, like,
He did.
paragraph, for goodness sake.
Yeah, right. It's a very curated quote from him. It seems like it's like, all
Forget
right.
Cthulhu, mindless zombies.
I think he used ChatGPT for it. What that's like.
When is this coming? August. That's a while away. It's a year away. But that's still...
Yeah,
that's
cool.
way cool.
I'm
At
At
willing
least
to
you'll
check
get it in
it
time
out.
for Halloween next year.
Yeah.
At least they're not trying to be like, order it now, it'll come out for Halloween. And you're like, well, what year?
Yes, right.
All right. Ta-ta for now, or TOTYM.
TOTYM.
The 2 to 4 player cute but cutthroat mythological card game.
TOTYM.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like, but I saw it on the list, and I thought the same thing. TOTYM, what does that stand for? Nope, just TOTYM. And this is...
This is...
another kind of like CCG sort of thing, collectible, right?
Mm-hmm.
With... What was the mechanically? I had something, I forget, it stood out. I was like, oh, it's a CCG meets like social deduction or something. Was that the one? I don't remember. These are all starting to blur together, the cute CCGs.
That being said, because much of the funds are going to charity,
Yeah.
I daren't say anything bad about it. It is very cute. I like these.
It's cute, yeah.
Kids are going to really like the cute stuffed animals, and I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
Yeah, I think the stuffed animals are super cute. Yeah.
And the artwork, they show a video here, like a time lapse of them doing the art.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool. I like seeing that.
I agree.
I feel like
agree.
more projects, honestly, ask your artist to make you a time lapse
Yeah.
of them working
really
on it
love
and then
seeing
post
that.
it in here. That endears people to your art.
Yeah.
Whether they like that artwork or not.
Right.
Seeing somebody work on it, you're like, ooh, that's a lot of work. And suddenly,
Yeah.
I feel like I care more.
Right, I am appreciative of it.
Yeah.
I mean, to that point, I don't like this artwork, like at all, but I very much appreciate it because of that. It's like,
I agree.
oh, that's cool to see. Oh, I see the passion behind it. Oh, I see the interest in the thoughts, and
Exactly.
yeah, for sure.
And then finally, we have Skyscratchers, a sneakily strategic game of escape cats. Which, by the way, if you said Skyscratchers, I would not have thought it was about escape cats.
I would not have. No.
I was like, is it about lottery tickets? Is it
Right, yeah.
I think of a skyscraper mixed with like a scratch and play kind of game. Yeah.
I do like the presentation of that box / thing there. I think that just looks cool. I like
Yeah.
that looks neat. I want to
It's
play
making
it.
a lot of money.
I do have concerns about the production though, because each of those line of windows are its own magnet that is used on the box.
Is that right?
And so you're
Okay.
actually building out. That's why they're saying no game is the same, because you're putting those out there. And so it's not a board that's magnetic. It's a bunch of little strips together.
Yeah,
which means
I
if you're
don't
putting a
know.
magnet on a magnet that's connected to a bunch, then you pull a magnet off to move it. I have production concerns about this that I would want to fiddle with in person.
Well, Charty Party is a terrible game. I've not played their other 3 things. Ransom Notes shows up on my Facebook feed all the time. They with combos, they always say do that, and then they show some people, and it's perfect, right? They're like, look at this perfect thing you make. Then you play the game, and it's like, no,
Oh, of
you'll never
course,
get
right.
something that good.
Yeah.
Bloom Chasers I just reviewed last week, and unfortunately, it's not that great of a game. It has a pretty major, I think, mechanism problem, but also those things fall off the tree very easily. So that's my concern But you want to know what, though? All these projects have done incredibly well.
Yeah.
And it says here, these games have made, the people also made Abduction.
Oh, they're the ones that did the Abduction. The one I was talking about.
There you go.
And, yeah, so they have a bunch of different games that they've made already.
And it's a good theme about cats hanging out on windows or whatever. That's cute. That's going to appeal to a lot of people.
And I think the mechanism, too, of that visual and spatial awareness where you have a card and the cat's going to go so many spaces, and so you have to see where the cat is. Where would that put you? Is it your color? Is it not? It's an interesting puzzle.
Yeah.
It has that polyomino feel without it being a polyomino game. I do think that's interesting.
And clearly the theme is post-apocalyptic, where these cats can just
Zombie
go out of
cats.
one apartment and into another one unimpeded. Because the building is empty
Yep.
after the collapse of mankind.
No, they're climbing the little ladders on the outside.
It might be good. We'll find out. It's a cat game, though, so I'm sure Mike is going to have it for his pick of the week.
Done.
Let's find
Well,
out.
let's find out what his pick of the week is. It's going to be the Knizia
there's
game.
no Knizia.
It's Knizia.
Hey there, everybody, it's Mike DeLisio, and I'm not sure how many of you remember this, but about 3 years ago, Tom and I did a video for the channel called our Top 100 Reiner Knizia games, where we each ranked our top 100 games by the designer and kind of collated them together to come up with a master list. It's a list that if I were to do it today would be very different, but why am I mentioning that? Let's take a look at a clip.
All right, number 42. Here's one that's ranked very highly by Board Game Geek.
New website.
And I gave it a 37. Mike gave it a 33. So we're pretty close
on
here.
this one.
And that is Samurai.
Yeah.
Now, Samurai is a gorgeous.
I think some people are going to be mad that we have it this low. This was
It's
in
42. It's pretty high.
Yeah.
So as you can see from there, I had Samurai in my 30s range. It was much more popular on Board Game Gank, and shout out to Board Game Gank! But hey, Hanami, that's why I'm talking about this. Hanami is going to be my pick of the week. This is the reimagining of Samurai with the Japanese flower viewing theme, and they're adding some things, changing some things up a little bit, putting, I think, some player powers in there. Maybe that'll make this design rise higher in my rankings. So that's my pick of the week. Let's see what everyone else is going to be choosing.
What a shocker.
He picked that?
That's pretty good stuff, though, that clip. We're using that old clip. Well done.
There's a lot of cool little projects this week, though. I'm going to pick a small one. Vines and Flowers, Blooming Harmony. Like I said, I've seen this in person, and I messed around with it a little bit. I hope this one's good. I also really like these people. They're like a nice family-style company, and I hope that they do well. But this is the first game that they've done where I thought it was a fun little production, how it looked, and I hope it's enjoyable to play.
Yeah. All right. This week I'm gonna be Team Joey here. I'm gonna go camp.
Are you
Camp
really?
Grizzly.
Oh,
my gosh!
okay,
So I
okay.
feel like I have a high tolerance for the schlocky nature of these, you know. And if they can at least be a fun activity, I'm good with that.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be a really complicated game. But I mean, you start throwing around. I saw in the comments, Final Girl, cooperative Final Girl. I'm like, absolutely. I've been loving Grindhouse lately, which is also just an activity more than
Absolute
anything. It's like, let's see what
yeah.
happens. It's schlocky. Oh my gosh, ridiculous. I really like that, and so I know I asked about the mechanisms, but that's more because I was interested, not because I really care. I was like, yes, and I know that with Trick or Treat, them having it, and they are doing some rule tweaking. They've taken out the player elimination, which is something I don't like at all. So I know they've taken that out, and they're updating some of the graphics.
It's about dying. It feels like it should have player elimination.
Not elimination. I don't know how it's going to be done, but I don't know. I don't.
Seen these movies?
I don't want to sit there in a 4-player game though and one be out and be
I
like,
get
okay,
it.
what do I do? As a mechanism,
You go
I think
away.
that's bad.
Okay.
But
when you die.
they can, I don't know what's going to happen here, but they become a ghost or something.
No,
I
you
don't
give
know.
them another person.
Or give it.
Anne's dead. Bring
Right.
out Peggy.
Right, or do they become one of the victims? Yeah, I don't know how it's going to be done or if it's just gone completely. But my point is, I like to see them making some
Innovate, do
improvements and
something, yeah.
innovate on it, so it's not just you wanted it. Here's just our logo on the box.
I agree.
So
I
I'm
agree.
super excited to try this.
I agree so much, in fact, that I'm picking a different game, but it's kind of similarly themed. Endless Spirits or whatever is my pick.
Oh yeah.
I already had it
Endless,
ready to go. I knew
endless
you were gonna
something
pick
or
this
other.
one.
Endless.
Yeah.
Because you said you thought
got
about buying
Restless.
it, which is for you pretty big deal.
Yeah, Restless Spirits looks super good. I love the artwork. I like the idea of a
Super
pretty
cool.
simple card you play in front of you. You have a spot for like 3 of them. They have an ability one time in the game. And then 3 symbols across the bottom that you have to collect on other cards and tuck on there. Bam, collect that spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks clean. It looks interesting. This is it looks like a winner for me, and it's one I definitely want to try out.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, there you go, folks. That is another episode of Crowdsurfing. Thanks so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow morning with the news, and then tomorrow afternoon with some more top 100s. I believe, what is it, 60 to 51?
No, not quite.
70 to
I
61.
don't even know.
70, yeah.
I don't know. I'll check the email.
They're better than they were last time.
Oh, absolutely. I've been watching.
I think Joey's theme last week, or Tuesday, was what? Games I don't
that
really
dropped.
like.
Like his last 10 had 2 or 3 games that fell out of his top 10.
Right. That like massive drop. So
Yeah.
they were like, they're like kind of good anymore.
Cool.
So these ones will be good.
All right, we'll see you then. Until then, I'm Tom.
I'm Z.
And I'm Camilla.
And we're all going to die at Camp Grizzly.
Yeah. Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.